Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul! Yes! Hello again, everyone. It has been a while. I have been busy, just haven't made a video. I shoot these things trying to do it during daylight hours because I don't know how other YouTube people do things, but lighting these things is a giant pain. But now I do it after work, and the sun has gone down, and it's a problem. So I'm trying to shoot this here on the weekend. I have a real hodgepodge of books here. Nothing crazy, but we got a new half-price books opened in my town. Very exciting, because I see these people show these hauls from half-price books or Second and Charles. I'm dying for a Second and Charles. But half-price books. So I got some stuff from half-price books. I got a few books that my lovely girlfriend bought me on a trip she took recently for work. And a couple of books I picked up. So let's jump right in here, shall we? I haven't rebagged and boarded all these, so we'll see how these look. So from half-price books, I keep picking up these $20.99 comics from Marvel because they're relaunching the line, and I enjoyed the line a little bit when I was first starting to collect. So, 2099 Unlimited number 1, featuring the first appearance of the future Hulk. Cool. Picked it up for 50 cents at half-price books. Yeah, the clearance section is my favorite at half-price books. Very cool, fun to dig through. So that's awesome. Then, this is how I feel I'm educated pretty well in comics a lot of times. And other times I'm like, oh, I had no idea this series was even a thing. So I knew that the Hulk existed in 2099. I didn't know they made a series. Hulk 2099 number 1. Look at that shiny 90s cover, everybody. So shiny. Very cool. Nice pickup for dirt cheap. And I keep hunting for, but I don't find very often, the DC Universe variant books with the little cover logo. I'll show you in a second here. This is Flash 95, the DC Universe variant there in the corner, DC Universe. Again, these were only things that were sold at like Toys R Us, I think Walgreens, and like multi-packs. The only way you can tell they're different is the DC Universe logo. The print run is very much up in the air about how many of these things exist. Some there's a lot, some there's fewer. I don't know. But when I find them, especially dirt cheap, I always pick them up. Just a cool little thing. Cool little thing. I like variant covers. I don't like variant covers for the most part that are completely different artwork, completely different. It looks like a completely different book. I like things that are slightly off, like second printings, third printings, where just like a very small thing has been changed. A lot of that's in the 90s. I always think that's cool for some reason. It's like a little Easter egg. It's like those highlights magazines when you're a kid, and they show you 2 pictures of like a farm scene, but one of them is slightly different. You have to figure out how or why. I don't know. I like this. So, very cool. And here's a book I will always pick up because I love this character. Green Lantern number 51, starting the adventures of Kyle Rayner as the Green Lantern. Such a cool book. I have several copies of this. One autographed by Daryl Banks, the artist. I need one autographed by Ron Mars. I don't really collect autographs, but I really enjoyed this book growing up, so always pick it up on the cheap. Cool character. People make fun of this character because his mask is kind of goofy. I don't know. It's a superhero. He's got a mask. Aren't they all goofy? Excuse me. Here is another half-price books, one that I got for $1.50 that I have not rebagged and boarded yet. Marvel 2-in-1 number 73, featuring The Thing and Quasar. Pretty nice shape for a Bronze Age, late Bronze Age comic. I'm always collecting Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Team Up, $1.50. Oh yeah. Plus there's, dinosaurs on the cover. Everybody loves dinosaurs. I picked this one up. I am not a big Tarzan guy, but to see this at a half-price books for so cheap, from 1978, I had to pick it up. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, King Size Annual number 2. Cool book, right? These Tarzan books from Marvel I enjoy. I only have a handful of them, but every time I pick one up, I think it's pretty cool, so yeah, I think I paid like $1 for it. Very cool. Speaking of these variant covers that are just slightly off, the Batman Nightfall run just started when I was collecting comics, so it always holds a very special place in my heart. And this is Batman 493, the third part of the Nightfall series, but it's the second printing. See the big Roman numeral 2 right there? I should have brought the original so you could see. I believe it's the Batman name logo here that's different colored. So again, picked it up for dirt cheap. Very cool. I love the DC printings. Something about just the simple changes, I always think that's really cool. Here's a book I showed in a video a while back, but I found another copy at Half Price Books for dirt cheap. Captain America 307, first appearance of Madcap, who is kind of a Joker-esque character in the Marvel Universe. I know him as a Ghost Rider villain. A lot of untapped potential there. I enjoy the character. And to find this for, what, $1? I took the price tag off. I was like $1 at most. So that was a really cool find. I like Half Price Books. Shiny. And I've been on a J. Michael Straczynski kick lately. Enjoy his writing for the most part. Here's his first comic work in Teen Titans Spotlight on Cyborg. I don't know. I haven't even read this book yet, but I enjoy J. Michael Straczynski. Awesome. Now I got a couple books that my girlfriend bought me. She went down to a comic shop in North Carolina. She was on a trip for work, and she got me a little handful of books, and I was very excited for them. We got Batman oh god, what the hell is it? Batman 303. Batman. Sorry, bag's kind of old, so it's crinkly and doesn't show up great, but that's cool. I always like the Batman stuff from the 80s or the 70s. Hard to find in my area, so I was happy to pick this up, or have this picked up for me, I should say. Chipping away, always chipping away. I'm going to rename this channel Chipping Away at my Ghost Rider 2099 run. And my lady picked up issue 21 for me. Ghost Rider. Love Ghost Rider. His head's on fire and he's on a bike. That's awesome. Little teaser for later books, I assure you. And then Star Wars number 52. This is a nice newsstand copy she picked up for me. I really like this book in the Star Wars run. It's a good story. Archie Goodwin. Yeah, cool Darth Vader cover. Very cool. Very happy she picked these up for me. And then, speaking of Ghost Rider, I never usually show new books, but I picked this one up, the start of the new Ghost Rider series. This is Ghost Rider number 1 from just a couple weeks ago. And then one of the Instagram accounts I follow is a guy called SOV Collector, Spirits of Vengeance Collector, I assume. And he has an amazing Ghost Rider collection. Like anything that has ever had Ghost Rider on it, it seems like he has it. And he tipped me off that there was a Walmart variant of this book. Walmart apparently is starting to do these little 3-packs of Marvel books, and they have their own exclusive comics. And there was a Ghost Rider one. Well, I liked it because it was just... I went to my local Walmarts. I found one at one Walmart. So I picked it up. I have not opened the 3-pack yet, so here's that one. See, the colors are just a little bit different for the logo. I like that. So now I need another copy so I can open this up, because I'm dying to know what the other 2 books are in this. I'm sure they're nothing of value. They're new books, I'm sure. But not knowing what they are is bothering me. So yeah, new Ghost Rider comic. So shiny. New Ghost Rider. Very cool. And then from my local comic shop, it's always so hit or miss at my local comic shop, but he had these 2 Silver Age Marvel books. I don't usually collect Western, but I'll collect anything Marvel that's originally from the Silver Age, right? 12-cent covers, 10-cent covers. For cheap. So, we got Two Gun Kid number 82 from 1966. Beautiful cover. Little damage. Corner's pretty banged up here. But this was just a couple of bucks, and I was thrilled to bring that home. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. I love when you find stuff you're not even looking for. It's so great. And then last but not least, I really love this cover. Just classic Marvel. I think this is a Jack Kirby cover from 1963. Kid Colt Outlaw 108. Got this for $4. Beautiful shape. So happy to own this piece of history. I I love stuff from before the direct market days. Like this was on a newsstand. This was on a spinner rack or some kind of newsstand way they distribute things. And somebody picked it up. And they read it and they enjoyed it. And somehow it's found its way into my collection. I love that. I would love to know the story behind who owned this originally, how it came to be at the comic shop. I love that stuff. I love it. And that's what I got this time, people. I will try desperately to make another video this week so I can get back up to at least one a week. I've gotten a few new subscribers lately. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all very soon.